Hello, dear subscribers and guests of the channel. Today I propose to talk about the prostate gland, which plays a huge role in the body of every man. Prostate cancer is the most common form of cancer in men, so you need to be aware of these risks in order to prevent the disease in time. The prostate is about the size of a walnut, but its location almost guarantees problems if something goes wrong. The prostate gland is located just below the bladder and in front of the rectum. It also covers the top of the urethra, the tube that carries urine from the bladder out of the body. This means that prostate problems can affect urination and sexual function. The prostate is subject to three main conditions: prostatitis, an infection or inflammation of the prostate; benign prostatic hyperplasia, age-related enlargement of the prostate; and prostate cancer, the growth of cancer cells inside the prostate gland, which can break out of the gland and affect other parts of the body. Function of the prostate. What does the prostate do in a man's body? The prostate is called the second heart of a man. The prostate gland has a very important function in the body of a man. The prostate gland produces a secret, which is part of the sperm, ensuring the mobility of spermatozoa and their ability to reach the egg. It helps to block the spread of infection to the bladder for the ability to contract, providing an ejaculatory push. The prostate gland is called the second heart of a man. The prostate is both a gland and a muscle. The prostate plays a key role in reproduction. This is what happens when you ejaculate. Inside the prostate, a series of ducts lined with fluid-producing cells push the prostatic fluid into the urethra, the tube that carries urine out of the bladder, where it combines with both sperm produced by the testicles and fluids produced by the seminal vesicles. The prostate has two lobes, right and left, and is wider at the base. The base of the prostate is pressed against the bladder top, the lower end, closer to the rectum. Between the apex and base lies the middle gland. These terms are important when discussing prostate cancer because the area of the prostate where the cancer appears can influence symptoms, treatment options, and outcomes. What are common prostate problems? Unfortunately, most men experience some kind of prostate problem during their lifetime. Prostate problems are commonly associated with three conditions: prostatitis, benign prostatic hyperplasia, and prostate cancer. Prostatitis refers to an inflamed prostate. There are two main types: acute prostatitis and chronic prostatitis. Acute prostatitis is caused by an infection, usually bacterial, and results in sudden onset of painful urination, a small stream, and often fever and chills. Chronic prostatitis, also known as chronic pelvic pain syndrome, is a less well-defined condition. Its symptoms include persistent or intermittent pelvic discomfort, pain or burning when urinating, increased urge to urinate, difficulty emptying the bladder, and/or painful ejaculation. The underlying cause may be chronic inflammation with or without infection, and often the exact cause of the symptoms cannot be found. Benign prostatic hyperplasia, commonly referred to as enlarged prostate, refers to an overgrowth of the prostate that usually occurs after age 50. Its mass may double or triple during the last decades of life. Benign prostatic hyperplasia is not caused by cancer, although it can occur simultaneously with it. Benign prostatic hyperplasia can be considered an expected part of the aging process for most men. About half of the cases are asymptomatic, but some men have problems. When the prostate enlarges, it occludes the urethra, the tube that carries urine from the bladder to the penis, forcing the muscular walls of the bladder to work harder and causing problems with urination. As with other types of cancer, Prostate cancer is an abnormal growth of cells. Prostate cancer can be localized, limited to the prostate itself, regionally widespread, spread to surrounding tissues, or metastatic, spread to more distant sites. In recent years, great strides have been made in the screening, testing, and treatment of prostate cancer. Subscribe to the channel if the information was interesting for you and you don't want to miss the next video.